This is the second video of a property that I'm looking at to buy. I talked to the board, the Land Utilization Board director this morning, and by September 17th they should know whether my bid has been accepted or not. He doesn't see any problem with that because the owner is so far in arrears. He also told me that the property just to the north of here, which would extend the land another about 70 or 80 feet, would be coming into arrears, and they would foreclose on that within the next couple months. And they wanted to know if I'd be interested in that. It would increase my property size by more than double. It's quite a bit deeper. It's 243 feet deep and about 70 or 80 feet wide. Today I just kind of want to walk into the interior of this property and let you see just kind of what shape it's in here. I have my boots on, and as you can see, long sleeve shirts, because I don't know what I'm going to run into here. So let's get started. Let's walk in here. You can see that this foliage is pretty thick. As I'm walking along, there's looks like year-old sapling trees, and looks like somebody may have tried to beautify this property at one time. There's kind of plants that I think look like daylilies almost. And oh, here we go. You see this right here? This is what they call a nettleweed. I'm not sure if everybody knows what a nettleweed is, but it is a weed that will, if brushed up against your skin, it will sting like you've been stung like a bee. And it lasts for several minutes before it finally goes away. You can see I'm getting through here's another patch of those nettleweeds. You can see I'm getting into the property now, going back to the rear part of it. There's a log that's on the ground there. It looks like it's really connected to a much bigger log there that's almost covered by weeds and vines. We can continue on in the back here, and as you can see, it's pretty sad shape. We got plenty of foliage on here to clear out, and so I'll have to be real careful with these nettle weeds. I haven't run into those since I was a child. So now we're getting towards the back here. You can see the trees are pretty steep. They go up quite a ways, but it's really a good thing because this direction is facing west, and because of the bank and the trees, it will be a good break from the weather that comes through. Just keep walking back into here. The ground, you can't really see the ground, but it looks pretty good. It's kind of dark texture, but yet it's not standing water or anything anywhere. Now we're kind of in the back here where the hill begins. As you can see, there's a lot of small type trees and more weeds, of course. And what I would do is probably clear out all these small trees and saplings and stuff and leave the bigger ones here to hold the bank together. And I feel like I need a machete. I'm going through the jungle here. But here we can see the bank pretty well. Well, maybe you can't, but I can. Let's see if I can get over here and get a better picture of it. We're walking. Okay, let me pan up towards the bank. Now you can see it up there. Goes all the way up. There's actually a major street up there. It's right next to a major street. And as you can see, it's a pretty steep bank, but it'll be okay as long as these trees stay in here. So I'm not really running into a lot of bugs or anything either. That's pretty unusual. And so I think I'll just quit for now. I don't want this to be too long. And maybe next time we'll look at this other piece of property that's coming up for sale. So it's just a continuing process. It's going to take about 90 days before I really obtain a deed if I actually get the property. So we'll see what happens in that process.